I don't know, for entertainment or something.
Hi, and welcome to CrossGen Talk, where you'll be hearing a discussion between a millennial
And a Gen Z.
So I am your host, Yasser Hayat, and we have...
I am your co-host. Hello, thank you.
So today we've got a special one, haven't we? We're going to be talking about famous sayings and quotes. So, you might know them as catchphrases, I guess. We'll do one for one. So if you want to start with yours.
The first saying is, "Blood is thicker than water" by John Ray.
Wow, okay. From my understanding, that means loyalty in terms of family. Do you know, like when there's an argument or when there's a falling out or a disagreement, if it's like a friend, which is considered to be water, not necessarily your blood, you're supposed to have more loyalty towards your family than you are with other people. That's what I think the saying means.
I honestly thought that underestimating things. So blood is thicker, it's like greater in a sense than water.
So blood, right, is a person's life, isn't it? And the idea is that considering it's to do with life is serious, it's to be taken serious, whereas water isn't as serious. But fair enough. That's what I like about this show. You get the contrast of the different thoughts from a Gen Z and from a millennial. I'll go one for you, yeah? People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Like, people genuinely don't throw a stone at glass.
So the idea of people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones is people who are of the similar variety as you shouldn't be hurling insults or shouldn't be putting other people down. So for example, if you're working class or if you got a 9-to-5 job, you should not be making fun of other people in a 9-to-5 job because you are also in a 9-to-5 job. It's sort of like hypocrisy. So people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones because glass can break easily and the glass in this situation could be the person's ego.
Jack of all trades, master of none, by William Shakespeare.
That basically means you're good at everything, are familiar with a lot of different things, not become a pro at anything. So for example, you could be good at writing, you could be good at singing, you could be good at playing instruments, but you've never mastered the art of singing or writing or instrument. So my next one, here's a tough one for you, okay? Loose lips sink ships.
Sinking is often quite negative. So let's say loose lips, like you can't keep your lips together, meaning like you can't control speaking and you like speak a lot, you're not saying good things on that, or possibly like swearing and stuff. It leads to negative stuff.
Very good.
So sinking the ship.
That saying comes from, I think, war times. Spies, they were everywhere. So the idea was the government was telling people loose lips sink ships. It wasn't supposed to be literal. It was supposed to be that because there's so many spies around, so watch what you say. You could give information to the enemy and the enemy could use it against you. In other words, they could sink your ships or they could destroy the military.
Okay, so the next one is Great Minds Think Alike by, again, John Ray.
I think that we can take literally. So if you've got a fantastic mathematician and another mathematician, they'll come towards the same judgment when it comes to a formula. A great leader, if a great leader meets another great leader, the way they will interact with one another will be on the same level. Great minds think alike. The wise man plants seeds for trees that he will never know the shade of.
Wise people are often like old, and if you're planting a tree when you're old, you're likely to not see it when it's fully grown. So when they die, they won't know the shade of it.
You've practically hit the nail on the head there. That's exactly what it means. Wise people don't have to be old, right? But a wise person won't do things for themselves. They'll do it for other people. Now, a shade of a tree, let's say, will stop people from getting harmful rays on them. So the idea is that wise people will do things for other people that will benefit other people, not necessarily for them. Whereas a wise person will know to plant the seed of a tree, even though they will never know the shade of it. I think it's been a very good discussion. I like the fact that, you actually understood the sayings, even though they're probably not from your era. Some of these sayings, they're not even from my era, really. CrossGen Talk, where a millennial and a Gen Z discuss current topics and general social terms and issues. My name has been Yasser Hayat. Thank you for your time. My host.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Hope to see you again soon.